as we've not really seen any dwarven towns yet, and also to see a whole bunch of our Skaven brethren in combat. And so we're going to see how it is. Ooh, okay. Oh, wow, this is going to be pretty painful for us, I feel, because we are going to go up those ladders and we're going to get shot from the sides. Hello Reformers, and welcome back to Warsword Conquest, and well, we have a bit of a situation on our hands. The situation is that I am being attacked by some Skaven Corsairs, and they have ambushed me as I have travelled to the Great Horn to sell my very small amounts of salt that I've just bought at Skavenblight. And you can see here that, well, oh no, this is maybe not going to go too well, is it? Maybe it is. Aha! Take that! I am the superior rat. And it is time to eliminate the rest. There we go. Let's do this. You know, I'm kind of happy that they're getting a bit stuck right now, because I feel like I'd probably lose in a one-on-one confrontation. Maybe? Oh no! Okay, come on now. I should have picked up that guy's spiked mace. Let's face it, I should have picked up that guy's spiked mace. That was a big mistake on my part. But I am doing a little bit of damage here and there. That's all I need to do. Just a little bit. You know. That's how you eat cheese, you know. A big cheese block, you know. Rats generally tend to eat it one little bit at a time. So, you know, that's what I'm doing here. There we go. That's what you get. You are now cheese for Slythe. Oh, well, maybe not. They stopped me. They stopped me from eating them. Anyway, never mind. Yes, as you can see, we are now here at the Great Horn, because I thought to myself, yes, it is about time that we actually check out the prices here. Because someone in the comments, and actually has been telling me for a while, I think a number of people have actually told me in the comments in Percy's series, as well as Slythe's series. If I can actually speak, Slythe's. Yeah, it's kind of a difficult word to say, isn't it? Anyway, point is, the Great Horn loves salt and will buy it for a very large amount of money, and that's exactly what we're going to do here. I bought this for about 1,500 at Skavenblight. You can imagine if you bought this at Lashiek, or, you know, one of the Kingdom of Araby towns, if they actually have salt anywhere else, then you're going to be in the money. Oh yes, you're going to be super in the money right there. Alright, so there's 3,500. Pretty amazing in my opinion. We're going to go into the tavern here as well, because as far as I'm aware, oh yeah, Skaven companions can only be found in quote-unquote evil factions taverns, and that's exactly what we're going to be doing. So hello here, and oh yes, you're going to be joining me. Thank you very much. I am probably going to attempt to make him into some kind of pistol user, I guess. Now I'm not entirely sure whether I should really take Chaos. I know, you know, a couple of people have said that thematically Chaos is okay and Beastmen are okay as well, but I'm still a little bit dubious about doing that personally. I don't know why, I just am. I think I just kind of like the idea of having a pure Skaven army. I feel like that is really fun, and it just seems, I don't know, it just seems cooler when it's actually in the battle, battle itself. You just see all these rats running around, and you're just like, yes, these are smart creatures. They are using guns and poisoned globes. And what do we have here? Oh yeah, I went to one of the other Skaven towns, and it seems like they are also producers of salt, and so I basically bought, like, I don't know, 7, 8 bags of salt. As you can see, I'm back in the Great Horn town, and it seems like they should be called the Great Salt, or the Great Salty, rather than the Great Horn, or the Great... yeah, you know. So, we have now arrived back in the town that I just bought a whole bunch of that salt at, and we're gonna buy a little enterprise here. It's gonna be a weavery and dye works. I've already checked the profit here, 1,400 gold per week. That's pretty fine with me. 12,000, not too bad. We're gonna get that back pretty soonish. And otherwise, I think what would be a good idea, actually, you know what? It's kind of a bit weird. On the one hand, the Skaven are basically allowing the Sultanate of Araby to just come in here and basically be like, okay, yes, you know, take Lucchini, we don't care about that. You know, they're apparently not caring about that so much, because the Skaven are currently on a campaign against the dwarves, and I have no idea why that would be. I really don't. I don't know why you'd want to kill the dwarves instead of killing the Sultanate of Araby, because, I mean, it seems like the dwarves haven't really launched any attacks against us just yet, but maybe they have. Maybe they've been skirmishing with us a little bit or something like that. Anyway, I'm going to be attempting to go over to dwarf territory and seeing what's actually going on there, because I'd like to figure out exactly, you know, what they're doing. And, oh, no, apparently the Skaven are actually doing something. They did actually capture someone. Oh, that's pretty good. I would like to participate in some bigger battles. That's the main reason why I'm going here to begin with, because hopefully if the dwarves are fighting back, and they are engaging our Skaven vassals, we will be able to find out exactly where they are and participate, hopefully. Alright, so I said that it would be good if we actually found some action here, and well, we found a little bit of it. Basically, this is going to be a test. This is a test of how good our army actually is. Now, bear in mind, this caravan was running away from me, so I can assume that they are a little bit weaker than we are. But these are dwarves we're talking about. They might have just been running because they were outnumbered or something along those lines. I don't think they have bad units. I think these units are going to be extremely good, and I think they are going to be very, very damaging indeed. So I'm hopeful that I will be able to get my infantry into a decent enough position so that we will have the advantage. Okay, so let's actually do something here about this. And I'm going to have to tell my people to just fire at will straight away. I did not want to tell them to do that before they were in position, but it seems like they have so many weird cavalry units. I was not anticipating seeing any of these, that's for sure. Anyway, let's tell our infantry just to charge in here. Please do not kill my rat ogre. Now that I've said that, they're going to kill it, aren't they? I have a bad feeling. Well, I don't really mind dying. I did cast Wither, so that's basically what I'm meant to do, really. Ah, my rat ogre was knocked unconscious. Okay, I'm fine with that. I'm actually fine with that. No problem at all there. However, we are taking a lot of damage. We are taking a lot of damage. You know, I don't know. I don't know. Should I run? I don't really want to run away. Personally, I feel like that is not something we should do. But it's not going well. Or maybe it is. Oh no, it seems like it's going well now. Okay. I was a bit worried about that for a second because I thought to myself, wow, we're losing a lot of units right there. Because obviously Katya did get herself a little bit too soon eliminated, I guess you could say. And oh wow, there's a bunch of very lightly armored units coming in here. They're not really going to be able to do too much, or at least I hope not. I mean, the Poisoned Wind Globadiers, I'm not entirely sure how effective they actually are in melee combat. I think they're not amazing, but I think they're solid. I think they're okay. You know, they're not going to be as good as like a Plague Priest or an Eshin Assassin or something along those lines, or even a Rat Ogre, obviously. But they're going to be solid enough, and maybe a little bit better than the Warplock Engineers, because the Warplock Engineers do come with those polearms, but the polearms are probably going to be, you know, pretty slow and everything. But yeah, there we go. Okay, so what did we lose? A couple of Master Gunners, Night Runners. Wow, we lost one Eshin Assassin, which is actually pretty costly. They are very high level. And Poison Wind Globadier, we lost one of those. A couple of Veteran Clan Rats, but otherwise nothing too bad, kind of. Otherwise, we do get a couple of enemies to take prisoner here, and obviously we did rescue a couple of Skaven. So technically, we had 81, so we did lose quite a few there, but not as many as we, I suppose, could have. So let's take some honey. They had some honey, and they also had some fine fur. So that's pretty good, because we can sell that for a pretty decent amount. I guess I will take the boots as well, and we might as well take the shield too, but I don't want to take too much, just in case we actually do end up raiding a nearby village. And as you can see, there's actually another dwarf caravan here. Bear in mind that every time we take out a caravan, we are technically reducing the prosperity of nearby, you know, nearby dwarven fiefs and things like that. So maybe doing that and focusing on doing that a little bit is going to be a good idea. Anyway, this fellow right here, he is going to be going to the top of the list, and we are going to be giving him a gun of sorts if he does. Yeah, he has pretty decent proficiencies, and I think he's going to be able to level those up pretty quickly, and he has a decent enough agility as well, so we'll be able to get pretty high weapon master, you know, quite fast. So that's quite nice. Otherwise, there we go. Alright, so where are we going to go now? I would like, as far as I'm aware, the Skaven were actually besieging Karak Hirn, and it would be quite nice if we could see what's going on there. So I guess what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and venture forward. So this is when I have a deep need for some kind of ranged weapon. Personally, I'm a bit disappointed that I did not buy one, because we actually have quite a bit of money, so I would be able to do that, or maybe just find one from fighting some pirates on the ocean waves. But unfortunately I didn't do either of those things, and so I am going to have to go into this siege with our comrades without anything, and it's going to be kind of bad, I think, but well, I guess we can just try it and we'll see what's going to happen here. These fellows apparently have not gone in yet, so it is going to be a little bit of time before they do, but I'm hopeful that they will decide to do that soonish. They seem to continue getting themselves a bit interrupted when they see enemies come close, so hopefully that's not going to happen too much. Well, this could be bad. I'm not entirely sure how we're going to deal with this, or, well, it's not really me, is it? No, it's not really me at all. I don't have to deal with it at all, really. I mean, I can just basically do whatever I want, but obviously I kind of do want to participate a little bit. I want to make sure that we are getting relation with any of these vassals that we can potentially use in future, so we can, you know, maybe get some fiefs or something if we become a vassal, or if we just, you know, create our own faction, then maybe they'll be less likely to annoy us or whatever. Anyway, as you can see here, the Kingdom of Bretonnia has now declared war against the Skaven, and the Skaven have gone in to Karak Hirn, thankfully. They did take some time over that. I have been speeding things up a little bit, just making sure that we're not missing out on the actual battle, because I don't really want to head in there when the dwarves are at their maximum, because that is going to mean certain death, basically. I don't have a shield. Well, technically I do have a shield, but it is... it's not exactly great. I guess I will use it, just in case, even if it's on my back. I guess that's, you know, kind of good, I suppose. It's not going to be the most amazing thing ever, but... yes, I'm going to go in there very soon. About 200 units, I think, will be okay. And then I think it would be kind of fun to see the layout of Karak Hirn, as we've not really seen any dwarven towns yet, and also to see a whole bunch of our Skaven brethren in combat. And so we're going to see how it is. Ooh, okay. Oh, wow, this is going to be pretty painful for us, I feel, because we are going to go up those ladders and we're going to get shot from the sides, because I can assume the dwarves have muskets, I guess. Muskets and pistols and shotguns and all kinds of crazy stuff like that. And, well, barrel pistols, I guess they're called, not shotguns, but anyway, you know what I mean. And we're hopefully going to be able to maybe get a couple of kills. I mean, I'm actually in here pretty quickly, which is quite surprising. I was not anticipating actually getting inside whatsoever, but it seems like, whoa, I was actually able to get a kill. Amazing. Okay, so this Slayer right here, certainly not someone you want to be dealing with, but Slythe doesn't know better. He doesn't know better, so he's just going to attack whoever, and even if that means killing this Slayer, or attempting to kill the Slayer, then, yeah, that's the way to go. So let's see if I'm actually able to do this. Oh, we did it! It was a Demon Slayer, no less, as well. Now that... oh yeah, I'm adding that to Slythe's resume, for certain, because he could definitely use the credit for that. That is for sure. I mean, really, him being able to kill a Demon Slayer, I suppose it wasn't really in Mortal Kombat, was it? I mean, he was kind of... well, I mean, I think he did most of the damage, actually, to the Demon Slayer, but obviously the guy was a bit, shall we say, distracted by the millions of rats next to him, so yeah, I can kind of understand that he wasn't necessarily focusing on us as much as he should have, perhaps, but... that's not really my problem, is it? That's not really my problem. This is not a 1 versus 1 game. This is a team game, kind of. And yeah, we're gonna be playing as a team for the most part. Now, I'm hopeful that I'll be able to land on this. Okay. Well, that's actually not even that bad. I am right next to a Dwarven Slayer, or a Demon Slayer, right there. So that's obviously not very good. But hopefully, oh yeah, I thought I pushed him off. I thought I did the Sparta kick on him, but no, apparently not. This is going to be bad, unless I'm able to get some distance between me and this guy. I'm very thankful, actually, that the dwarves are extremely slow, with basically everything they do, so I can basically just outrange them, use my speed. Even if it's a polearm, I can just use my speed to completely destroy them, and I don't even need to worry too much. Really wish I had a pistol right now. I seriously wish I had a pistol, and that's exactly the first thing that I am going to be doing once we're out of here. We have already leveled up, by the way, so it would make sense for us to get a pistol or something, and maybe get a little bit in Weapon Master, maybe? I wonder whether this Demon Slayer is going to be like, I'm getting tired of being poked in the face, and I'm going to murder you soon. Apparently he's not tired of it yet. Oh, never mind, I got killed by the Ironbreaker. Great. Yes, I was trying my luck, let's face it. I was trying my luck pretty hard there, and I was being a bit cheeky, and that's exactly what Skaven should be. They should be cheeky, they should also be cheesy. Alright, so it seems like our Skaven brothers and sisters are attempting to get down the stairs here, and I thought I'd cut back specifically at this moment because they had gotten themselves free. Because, obviously, beforehand, they were basically just stuck in here, and yes, it's an absolute bloodbath, and I personally do not want to see Dwarven Beard. No offense, I don't want to see Dwarven Beard in my wonderful cheese stash and things like that. I really do not. But yes, anyway, point is, that is what we must do. We must rid the world of the Dwarven menace, because they seek to plunge their glorious beards into our cheese, and that's exactly the main reason. You can look it up. You can look it up in Warhammer lore. I'm not, I'm not making this up. 100% not making this up. Yes, I am. Anyway, point is, we must destroy them for the fact that their beards are too long and too glorious, and our tails are very, very powerful indeed. So, yes, that's what exactly what we're going to do. Do you see this rat ogre right here? Look at him! He's hype! He's hype! He's got his hands up. He's hype for all of the things that are about to happen. He was hype. Now he's not so much hype, and he just kind of wants to murder. So, who am I to stand in his way? Well, I'm actually dead back there on the stairs, so I'm kind of not anywhere. But the point is that he's raising his arms up, and he's just like, yes, I am ready for this. And the cheese is behind this door. But who knows whether it has a bunch of beard hair in it. Hopefully none. Hopefully none. Anyway, there you go. 15 renown, pretty good. We actually only lost 2 units in that. I was a bit worried that we might actually lose many more. But it seems like our friends did lose quite a bit, and the enemy lost 192. Obviously, that was the last remaining units in there. And unfortunately, we do not get to rescue any prisoners or anything like that, which is kind of a shame. But there is a Dwarven fighting axe here, which we may want to give to one of our companions, maybe to the Skaven, until we can maybe afford to give him a pistol or something like that. Because I obviously would like to get a pistol. And there it is. We have taken Karak Hirn, one of the biggest towns. I'm not going to say it's the biggest, but I think it's one of the biggest towns in the Dwarven territory. And you can see here that we've actually sliced down the middle of their little outcropping here. And they do have a couple of other places. Oh, wow. Okay, so apparently, the dwarves are being torn asunder from, well, 6 ways from Sunday, shall we say. And, yeah, you can see the night goblins are actually coming in here and trying to do a little bit of something at Karak Izor. And then we have Karak Norn over there. And we have Gantuk down here as well. And obviously those are not being touched at the moment, but I can assume that the Skaven are probably going to get their, sink their teeth into those things as well. But otherwise, I'm pretty happy with how that went. Let's go into the tavern, see if maybe we can find a couple of people here. It's probably not going to happen because this is a Dwarven town and I doubt the tavern has refreshed yet. But you never know. Maybe there will be someone like there's a potion seller. That might actually be kind of useful. So let's go in here and actually see what's going on. Potion of knowledge. That might be... Oh, there's actually 2 of them. Okay, I guess, you know what? Guess I'm just going to buy 2 potions of knowledge. Going to sell the fur so that we don't have to pay as much. And that's it. There we go. Alright. Anyone else here? Did I check? Yeah, I did check. Alright. So there's no one else there. That's fantastic. So that means that we have now expanded our territory. I feel like the Skaven have a huge amount of territory as it is. and they have just expanded it even further, and I'm very much hoping that we will actually get to fight a couple of Bretonnian vassals, because personally, I really like fighting humans. I don't know why, but I feel like humans, they're not unique enough. No offense to humans out there, but point is, they're not unique enough in the Warhammer universe, in my opinion. I mean, yes, you know, I can understand they have the Empire, they have Bretonnia, they have Kislev and all that, and they all have different styles and everything, but I just really like Skaven and Lizardmen and Chaos and, you know, Dark Elves. Even the elves, you know, even the elves have kind of sufficiently different things about them, and that's all very well and good. And I know there are a lot of people that are big fans of the Empire and everything out there, and that's fine. No offense to you. I'm just saying, I very much like the non-human races. I feel like they're pretty cool. Anyway, I think that will be it for this episode. Otherwise, I thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.